You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Is Pharaoh still existing? As he reborn, resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites feeling pain. We just can't. Equal facility, like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. Time to make them oppress us pay. We just can't go on this way. So the children could see their way. Suffer like this. You said that you would take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki pants. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lies. Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did it. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, we just can't go this way.
I say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. Say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it there easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and you fix it, Jesus, cover me. Cover me brother, cover me sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me, man. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And you know what we say, as we always say, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. You have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. You're from Mazatanius, Xenoranius, Sonaranius. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we always say to you, we originate, we don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And not only that, we put it in words. Here we go.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And of course, folks, don't forget, as soon as you come in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X, WZYE TV on YouTube. And don't forget, folks, subscribe. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers. It's free. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. Let me bring in my guest, my co-host, the young man himself, the one and only, the man commonly known as Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening to you, Wall Street, and good evening to the CYE family. It's a pleasure being in the village as usual, and it's Thursday. Thank the Lord for this day, and I know we're going to have a great night tonight, and because you had a splendiferous day today, didn't you?
Yeah. Man, Tommy. But listen to this one, Tommy. So I went out to the truck. Hey, but Tommy, let me say this. Anyway, let me back up. Let me start. Well, I should start at the beginning or the end.
The beginning is always a nice place.
Let me start at the beginning. So I went out to the track today, right? I tell myself I had to do about 3.5 to 4 miles. Everything went good. And I started to run. And Tommy boy, I win hit me. I say, nah, boy. I'm going indoors. You understand? Because it was so windy that trying to make 16 laps around the track, 12, 14, 16 laps. I figure it might be a long day. So I say, all right, I'll go inside. So I went inside and I did 3.5. And I felt splendiferous, man. Excellent. Because, it's not cold inside, right? But the indoor track is only about 176 meters long with 4 corners. Track have 4 corners, right? But it doesn't matter to me because you're outside, you're inside from the elements. And when I was finished, You know, I always say that running is my high. That is my weed. When I finish get my weed, I'll be real high. I go in high, 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 high. So I say, boy, what kind of challenge I could challenge? You know, 'cause you told me, I like to challenge people. So I call into the Mugabe station on Daily Cry Cry Baby Voice program, right? So I challenge all the on-air hosts on the Mugabe station. I challenge them that if they walk 1 mile for 1 week, I'll buy every one of them a brand new pair of walking or running shoes. All they have to do is to prove that they have walked a mile and they get a free pair of running shoes. I go pay for shipping, everything. I say all of them. I was just inspired. But I ain't stopped there. I went on to say, I put out another challenge to the those in the go along, get along PNM gang. And I call Mr. Hates, I call Mr. Bingo, I call Mr. Bacteria, and I call the PSA hater. And I told them, I feel like in a giving mood for Christmas, Tommy. I feel like a giving mood for Christmas. I told them, if any one of them could give me one socioeconomic statistic over the last 9 years, where black people is at the top of the ladder, one socioeconomic statistic, I will donate a number to a charity of their choice, whatever number they want. I'm looking for one, One. What do you think? So, what do you think, Tommy? Let me hear Uncle Tommy's opinion. I want to hear you. Unmute your mic. Your mic.
Yes, I'm sure you got nothing.
Oh God, Tommy, you know, come on, man. I mean, sometimes I depend on you to kind of boost me up a little bit. Give me a little boost, man.
The only boost you're gonna get is in the bottle.
Oh God, Tommy, but I thought that was a positive challenge, Tommy.
Well, I don't know how positive it would be if you get nothing from nothing, leaving nothing.
Well, Tommy, I just trying to lay down some inspiration. That is all.
Yeah, you'll have to regroup.
Tommy, you're not lifting me up, man.
Well, you want truth.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I mean, bamboozle me a little bit now, man.
Okay, farming, and that's not true.
Okay, what? What?
I'm just telling you something that's untrue. That's what I'm showing you. Anything I tell you would be untrue.
No, I don't want you to give me any untruth. I want you to, because we say we speak the truth here, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
That's why it's difficult to give you an answer that favors the people that you are highlighting.
All right, Tommy, but yeah. I thought I could depend on you to lift my spirits, Tommy. I thought I could say, boy, yeah, boy. And I come in hot and sweaty, and I say, yeah, boy.
So let me ask you, did anyone suggest anything? You're still waiting. All right.
Oh God. All right, Tommy. Tommy, Yeah, maybe somebody suggests something and I didn't hear it. That could be possible.
I like your positive outlook.
Yeah.
Ah, I enjoy the positive outlook.
You know,
Just maybe somebody suggested something and I didn't hear it.
yeah, that could be a possibility that while I wasn't listening, somebody may have called in and took me up on it, and I just didn't hear it.
The host would have repeated it.
Well, no, I might get a call from somebody saying, "Boy, hey, Wall Street, somebody pick up your challenge, boy."
Did you get such a call?
Let me check. I had to check my phone just to make sure I didn't get any missed calls.
All right.
Because tell me, some calls just coming in here and miss it. You know that.
Of course you do. Of
Right.
course you do.
So I want to say I ain't get no calls, and I get a call, and it was a missed call. Hey, let me check my phone. All right, let me check the phone.
All right.
Hold on, let me check it just to be sure. I want to let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna go to calls. No WhatsApp calls. Let me see WhatsApp. I'm gonna go to the phone on WhatsApp. Okay. No WhatsApp calls. No WhatsApp calls. Yeah. Let me see if somebody call me by the regular phone. Let me check that. No WhatsApp calls. Yeah. No one's there. Okay. Nah, I ain't seen none, Tommy. I ain't seen none. That is
All
me.
right.
Someone called and it didn't show up on my phone.
Maybe they'll call tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe, and then there's a possibility, Tommy, that you could have received that call and somehow it wasn't recorded on your phone because it's only 1 second. Right? Sometimes them callers come in and it's only before 1 or 2 seconds and it does show up on your phone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
I mean, this ain't working out, Tommy. This ain't working out. Let me go to the chat.
Yeah, let's deal with who's live.
Yeah. Let me go to the chat. Let me go to the chat, folks. Mr.
Oh,
Intellectual.
don't forget, friends out there in the village, share the live. We need to get these numbers up.
Yeah. Full 100. Share the live. And if Mr. Intellectual was first in, good evening, Prawn Uncle T and all villagers. I hope you all had a transformative Thursday. After all that transpired, in spite of all that, I hope you all had a blessed and productive day. Thank you very much. Michael Lewis told me that name song Newbury.
I know Michael Lewis here in the US.
You feel like the first time or you joined us before?
I don't know if it's Mike. The Mike that I know.
Michael, where you joining us from? Michael, can you tell us where you're joining us from? And if it's the first time you're joining us? Curtis Monteshad, boy. I met you, my Kenyan friend.
I've seen Michael in this chat before,
Oh, he's been here before. All right.
Yeah, and I wondered if it is the Mike that I know.
We're from up in the country? Or
No,
from here in New Jersey?
Yeah, from here in New Jersey.
Oh, Michael Lewis. I wonder if I know him too, boy. I know a person named Michael and another person named Lewis. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Two separate people, yeah. Curtis Monteshad, boy. The man who went up in block 44. That's now block 24 under the piano. For the years the piano in Port, they lost 20 blocks up there. Caribbean Soul, good night. Caribbean Soul says Wall Street. Since that's small, I know the US can set up base in Trinidad. Is there any conflict between us and another country? So I don't know why Rory was like a raging bull towards the press. Tommy, it's interesting, eh? I don't know if the prime minister sometimes does I just wonder sometimes. 'Cause I did a little homework on that, and folks, you see this thing I have on here? The US and TNT strengthen strategic partners and security cooperation. So what I do, Tommy, what we always do, Tommy, we do a little background work. I went to the US Embassy of Trinidad and Tobago website, and I will put that up for you. And we go dissect what the Prime Minister said from what was on the embassy website. Because the Prime Minister said, right, that let me not try to say what he says. I will play the video. Because let me paraphrase what he said. There was an article talking about the US allowing to set up troops in Trinidad and Tobago. And the Prime Minister took this media person to task and tell them that the message, it was a misleading story. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me finish with the chat, and the story is in the Newsday. Let me see where it is. Oh, here it is. The headline of the story says, US can put troops in Trinidad and Tobago. Government signs agreement as White House ups pressure on Maduro. Right? So we go get into that. And we will bring our case to you, the public, and bring the information to you, the public, to find out whether the Prime Minister is telling the truth or if the Prime Minister is lying to the public of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? I'm not passing an aspersion if he's lying or telling the truth. But if I had to pick one, you guys know which one I will pick. Let me continue. Bijram says, good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. All listeners, share the live today. Menu, starter roti and fig talcary with sour drink. Yeah. We had that one already. Fig talcary. Yeah. You had that one before, yeah? Right, Tommy?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you say sorrel drink? You mean real sorrel or concentrated sorrel?
Well, sorrel, he probably buys the buys it in the grocery.
The real sorrel or the sorrel drink?
The sorrel drink
Well, how you gonna be in a place like Trinidad and you buying sorrel drink instead of making the real sorrel? I ain't find that making sense. Well, they are more be concentrated too.
True.
Right? They are soursop concentrated. Yeah, all right. Okay. Tommy, look your partner. The Belmont midfielder would have sit on the bench.
The senior counsel?
Eh?
The senior counsel?
Yeah. I thought you called him my next name. Yes, I thought he stands for something different. You change your mind?
Yeah, I had to change my mind. I'm trying to be impeccable with my words.
No, but that was a good one, man. Anyway, here's Brian John, the Belmont midfielder would have sit on the bench. And when he sit on the bench, the referee does be Gordon Joseph. Let me hear what he's saying. The biggest propaganda peddler of the bunch, Wall Street. You're too wicked and evil. Imagine how billion have you bitter for the rest of your life. Tommy, you see why some people are to sit on the bench and come in the game in the last 30 seconds? you see why you can't put certain people to start the game, Tommy?
I hear you.
You can't put them to start the game. They have to sit on the bench, watch the game, warm up for 9 minutes. With 30 seconds to go, you put them in the game. That is it. And there's a few of them like him, a few of them. But that story is for another day. Josh Roger, welcome. Good evening, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. Robert Nesbitt, welcome. Good night, all. Wall, did you see the agreement TNT signed with the USA? But the Prime Minister saying they ain't signed no agreement for no troops in Trinidad and Tobago. That what the man saying. But I don't know, boy. Boy. And watch it. Tomorrow, all them in the go along, get along, PNM gang come in and defend tomorrow, Tommy. The soccer warriors playing Saudi Arabia on the 17th. Yeah, and is the 17th? Yeah, the 17th. Because they're leaving on the 13th. Them coming to defend like the soccer warriors. No, you know. Oh God. Tommy just come out of the hole, you know. Tommy, you know it are them ants what just dig up red sand and red sand just come out from any ground? Remember them ants?
Yeah.
Where the red sand just come from?
The ground.
The ground? Yeah, boy. That's what I remind me of, eh? Anyway. Trushoda says Wall Street heavy in the other program. Got a report from the FIA stated that the government yeah, we talk about that. We had them numbers. We talked about that already. But all the money they borrow. Yeah, we talk about that. Volsang, welcome. Good evening, goodly people. Yeah. Volsang, Walls, stop taunting Uncle Tommy. Uncle Tommy, I know you're hardcore. No beating around the bush. The man said, the man said, you're beating around the bush, boy.
You peeping me, sir.
House, boy.
You peeping me. You peeping me.
Yeah, he peeping, boy. Everybody peeping. Tommy tiptoeing. Tommy put on the tutu and the ballerina socks, boy. And he tiptoeing around Bally's house. Tiptoeing, boy. Tiptoeing. Tommy, look your partner, Gordon Joseph. I want your pink scriptures tonight.
Hey, Mr. Maloney.
I want your pink come to quote no scriptures, you know, Tommy. You know, you know, we want him to stay. You know, Tommy, we always say this, right? If you go to the Olympics and you run out of your lane, what happens, Tommy?
You get disqualified.
Correct is right. The man keep running out of your lane. Oh God, stay in your lane now, Gordon Joseph. Okay, good evening. Good evening, all. Any one position can change if they want it. And who they go to for the help. God is good at changing any and anyone if there's an asking. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Tommy, look your next friend. You have plenty of them, you know.
Hey, Patty Reed.
Yeah. She said, good night, Mr. Tommy on Wall Street. You see? Wall Street, Keith Christopher already don't know what he agreed to with the US. You know, Patty, please, Patty, oh God, you know we try to get you to think on your own. You're regurgitating exactly what the Prime Minister said. So, do you understand what a story like that could cause? What could it cause? Patty, tell me what it could cause. Tommy, hear what Patty is regurgitating, what she heard from Prime Minister Rowley. So the headline is US can put troops in Trinidad and Tobago. Government sign agreement as White House up pressure on Maduro. Patty is saying that story, or the Prime Minister was saying, which Patty is regurgitating, could cause some sort of problems for Trinidad and Tobago. All right, Tommy, let me hear what is your take on that.
What problems that we already don't have?
Well,
You have two arms.
I can't think about anything.
All right.
Yeah, but we trying to get Patty to think on her own, think critical, think about if they are signing an agreement, and we're gonna go to after the top of the hour, we're gonna go to the embassy website. And Patty, that's what you need to do. Don't just take what you hear from Prime Minister Rowley, because he's very good at not telling the truth. You learn from us here, Patty, that 36 years ago before I got married, my mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. You know that? So please, don't just take it. I heard it. I saw the article. And you know what I did? I did a little homework. Just a little homework. A little more homework, Tommy. That's all.
Yep.
Right? Just a little homework. And you all will be shocked. Shocked, Patty. You too, Patty, will be shocked
At the results.
at the results. Correct is right. Correct is right. 100%. But you know, these things are, they just make it too easy, man. Just make it too easy.
Correct.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul says, I will say Newsday headline was accurate because the US sanctioned Venezuela and don't like Maduro. Trinidad want to do business with Venezuela. Why will we strengthen our security with US? And I hear them, Tommy, I hear them talking about, I see the pastor with the internet search engine playing a video about the Manatee Field, and they could get 600 to 700 cubic, 600 to 700 millions of cubic feet of gas from that per day. Per day. But when the PNM blogger, what's your name again, boy? Some kind of source, some kind of source, something name. It's not Gallic sauce. Some type of sauce name.
Yeah.
Anyway, let people go tell me. Patty go know it. It's the PNM blogger. She's the Minister of Finance assistant, because he does only do interviews with her. Right? Told me, you know she?
I don't know. Maybe I've heard of her.
I think she have a blonde chair where she hear blonde sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. Patty go give me she name. Yeah. She interviewed the Minister of Finance. And the Minister of Finance says they were only producing about 2 billion cubic feet of gas. And they need 4 billion. And just to be sure, I went back to the PNM blogger when she interviewed the Minister of Finance. And he said, let me tell you exactly what he said. Let me tell you what it is, Tommy. Because you know, them,
Yeah, you had to be right in case you get fact checked.
nah, you know, I always try to be on the ball, because I have a next fella. He just been here sometime. I ain't gonna call his name, but the fella with the cricketer last name.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name again?
Julian.
Eh? What is?
Julian.
Oh yeah. He. I see. With the cricketer last name. Yeah. Let me see. And I just can't remember all of them names. Did I put it in here? Or did I put it in my text? Hold on, I think I put it in my text. I'm gonna try my text. I was how to text these things to me too. Here we go. Yes. The story the pastor with the internet search engine was playing says the Manatee Field, that field was now gain them gas, will give them 600 to 700 million cubic feet of gas a day. That is what the good news he play said that to me.
Yes.
That's what he play, because I could only go by what the pastor with the internet search engine play. So I call him and I tell him, I said, but wait, the Minister of Finance says they need 4 billion standard cubic feet a day. 4 billion, Tommy. 4 billion. And it's producing 700 million. Tommy, you know
Not
this thing.
even, not even 1 billion.
Tommy, you know they say the Minister of Finance not good with numbers. You know they're saying that now because it seemed like if 3 billion in missing, right, it's 2.5 million when it's really 100 and something million with respect to overruns at the Tobago airport and all kind of things. Like they ain't good with numbers. Like PNM people ain't good with numbers.
Well,
Go ahead.
like I always say, when you have taxi drivers trying to taxi airplanes, that's what you get.
So Tommy, so we have a lot of taxi drivers trying to land airplanes.
Yep, to taxi airplanes.
Just a taxi. Yeah. Taxi. Yeah.
Maybe the pilot will take over after, but just to taxi it, they can't taxi it.
So once they taxi, the pilot go take over.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. No. Yeah. She told me. Read what she's saying, Tommy, because sunrise
Forget
and
the PNM hate and Dr. Rowley hate. What that could do to international relations.
so tell me you answer she.
Well, first to begin, I don't have any hate for the PNM or hate for Dr. Rowley.
No, rise me. She addressed that to me. But I
But
want you answer.
that's why you'll have to answer.
Oh, all right. Oof, I tell them, oh God, all you think for yourself now. Think for yourself. Why you have to regurgitate what you just hear from him? Think for yourself. Oh, Father. Caribbean soul, knowing fully well Venezuela and very Fender, welcome.
The night watch, you go to me.
You inside?
MD.
You watch it?
Eh?
I can answer she for you know.
Answer Sheena, please.
So, Patty, you concerned about the article, whatever I call say international, what she say international?
International relations. International
relations.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Rowley dealing with Venezuela. Is you concerned about that?
No. That's different. That's different.
She concerned about that?
No. That's different.
She concerned the Prime Minister admitted today that he knows Venezuela and America is not in good place. When he said on the public platform, do you know how that could sound in Venezuela? How the song? What you worried about? Everybody know your position, Dr. Rowley. Your position is you're not getting in. Why are you worried? So, Patty, you study what the report say. Well, shit, as you said that, I don't know if you see the last press conference when Obashitawari asked Imbert a question. Here she, if I wasn't blocked, so these politicians and public servants blocking the media from asking them questions.
But the Prime Minister say, why you didn't ask Fitzgerald Hines? Why you didn't send them?
They said they tried.
And they try. Them fellas and them don't answer things.
Wow.
So listen to this.
Patty studying that.
But you know what's sad? He didn't even know. He didn't even have a discussion with them before he come to the press conference to say, well, hey, Olio, anybody send Olio any message for Olio to talk?
Yeah.
He didn't even consult with them. I mean, what kind of thinking? Listen.
The man beat up on the media.
Oh, God.
The pastor afraid to ask the question.
I see the pastor, like, every time somebody out, he going closer to the corner. He going closer in the corner. Yeah. Tommy, the pastor with the internet search engine was at the press conference.
I saw him.
Yeah, the people behind him asking questions. And like when they ask questions, it's like he was trying to go into the wall. He was trying to go left.
Like they were vexing him.
Yeah. You could see body movement. He
said, yeah, body movement.
Relax. You know? Yeah. Mr. Carnage, welcome.
Good night, and Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Good night, sir.
Concern this signing of agreement with America, it kind of puzzle. I know I think they say you went to the American embassy, right, and they will put out a bulletin, right?
Yeah, we go cover that as right after the top of the hour.
All right. As the I think the opposition leader had a conference today, and I think with the union, and they talk about this. How come the country you signing an agreement and knowing the tension between America and Venezuela, right? Trump ain't coming yet. Who you signed the agreement with, right? Is it the Biden administration or Trump administration? You went to some talks in Barbados within the both parties. Why is everything? This is a security concern, and the nation supposed to know what you are dealing with. Trinidad and Tobago don't belong to Dr. Rowley.
You know, Mr. Kana, that's a good point, you know. That's a good point you're raising there, you know. You sign an agreement with a de facto president who going out of power in less than a month or so.
A lame duck.
A lame duck. A lame duck government. You sign an agreement with.
But look what this administration do after election. Before they was telling Ukraine, right, don't use I think it's some missiles not to use it. You know, they discourage them not to use that missile in Russia, right? And when they lost the election, they gave Ukraine the autonomy to use them long-range missiles in the city. Right. So what kind of control damages that Dr. Rowley is putting Trinidad in with America? What deal they're signing? What secret? I find Trinidad have to wake up, you know. This man just doing things. And this guy does. I waiting to hear what you read on the American embassy. Yeah. And if it coincides with him, because this man is a blatant liar. Yeah, correct. This man make a press conference and he was addressing himself. That when they continue to tell a lie, it sounds like the truth. Yep. And this man was talking about himself, you know. I waiting to hear the
yeah, bless. All right.
The finding from Trinidad and Tobago. We're in a dangerous position, eh?
Yeah.
Doctor, listening.
Yeah, man. So me, you know, sometimes I just feel we're going for the break. I just feel that Prime Minister Rowley know he'll be exiting after 2025. And he's just doing whatever he had to do. Just whatever it is. Whoever it had to come after, that will be their problem. I feel so. But folks, let's go for the break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. We'll take this break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you in WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m.
Help! Somebody help me! I'm looking for Jacka. Boy, I tired go around the country, you know. I don't know what to do again. Looking to buy a donkey to sell coconut in town. Can't afford to buy a pickup to tote me nuts around. So I gone up in the country looking for jackals to buy. But everybody I check, just keep on telling I. They say up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. Up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to find real donkey, Parliament are plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey with PhD, doctorate, law degree, donkey that dance for soul, don't know from head to toe, looking for a donkey. You want to find real donkey, fat donkey, maga donkey, any kind you can get it. Oh, I went down south in Rancho and also Lopino, fight of Mondo Nevo and Brasso Seco. They say it have a old man, he bound to have a few. But when I check the old man, he and all trained too. He say, up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. Up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you want to see real donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you want to find real donkey, Parliament are plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey with weave and rats, even bald head jackass, donkey that straight and gay, donkey that bold and grey, looking for a donkey. You're looking for a donkey. I know Chinese donkey, I know what black donkey, grey donkey. What you telling me about? Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I wonder if arena happen. They say that donkey looking like Saddam, and some looking like Madam. Long time had plenty donkey all over the country. You coulda buy 2 or 3, easy, easy, easy. But since it have a shortage of jackass, so they say, just wait until election when they come out to pray. Up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. Up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you're looking for a donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you want to see real donkey, Parliament are plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey in suit and tie, who love the mama guy, drunk and corrupt donkey, that like to lie plenty, looking for a donkey. So here you want to find real donkey in right road. Oh boy, you have to have national pride. Up in the red house now, they want back up there. I never go up there before. Boy, ask people now. Looking for a donkey. You're up and down the country. I feel like go check out my partner Ronnie, you know. The old donkey man, he must know where I could get some. Because they looking to send me in prison or something, you know.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. On WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Of course, folks, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, on X, WZYE TV on YouTube. Subscribe. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome. Remember, these are WhatsApp numbers, so all you have to do is have data or Wi-Fi. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh God. let me play this voice note here. Oh God, let me play this voice note. All right, hold on. All right, here we go.
Hi, Low Jack Gamble. Well, I'm on duty, but I will jump in from time to time. If any question is asked, I may not be able to respond right away, but as soon as I can, I would. And of course, I am Gordon Bernard Maloney, the first. Yeah? Any opportunity I get, I will not lie. I will not try to muddy anybody's water. No, I may make mistake. And as soon as it is brought to my attention, it will be corrected once the opportunity is there. Yeah? So how things are with folks? This is December, where for some is the craziest month, you know, because the love of money is the root of all evil. I didn't say that. I quote that. Right? That is from the best book. And how some people, their eyes does only see dollar sign when December starts. I would like to encourage the parents and the guardians in the village. Be careful. Don't get carried away. That January, you're in pain, all kind, because of what you borrowed to buy. Yeah? And also, to encourage parents.
All right, we're going to get back to that voice note. COP, welcome.
Good night to you, Wall Street. And good night to you, Uncle Tony.
Good night.
To the listeners and the viewers and them. Hey, KFC, I forget to sell it for you. I will sell it for you just now. Good night to you, KFC and the family. And I want to tell the government, when they're giving out agency houses and them, make sure it have internet service and people have a problem and thing when they have the internet. All right. Wall Street, what US, which US strengthening strategy partnership on Rowley dealing with the Biden administration? Rowley don't know in January it's going to have a new president in America. So all these strategies and all kind of thing, I listen with Venezuela. If Trump come and say, hey, Venezuela, sanction and stop all that deals, what will go on with we? Why Dr. Rowley don't hold his hand until Donald Trump take leadership? Since they're watching one set of deal they're making with the USMLC, that is Donald Trump, that is Biden people and them. So it's problem Dr. Rowley putting we in Trinidad over here. Donald Trump done saying he like Guyana. He like Guyana. They don't like Venezuela. You know, many countries not dealing with Venezuela, but we Prime Minister choking up on that Maduro. What he have in Venezuela, so that he choking up on that Maduro in Venezuela. And Wall Street. Why does Dr. Rowley want to?
We have a dragon. We have a dragon in Venezuela. A dragon.
Have a dragon,
Yeah, we have a dragon.
Apparently.
He like the fire in the dragon. Yeah? That's what he like. He like the fire in the dragon. He should like to represent us. Transparent. But if most of the European countries and many of the countries not supporting Venezuela, why we Prime Minister choking himself up in Venezuela? Why? And in the deal he had with the Americans was under Biden administration. I said he had the LGBT organization in America. But he have to hold his hand and stop dealing with that organization and see what Donald Trump doing. Dr. Rowley going to put Trinidadian under so much pressure so much of chaos and problem the citizens of this country will face. Dr. Rowley, why don't just call an election
COP,
and ride out in the sunset?
COP, I disagree with you. Here's why I disagree with you. People already under pain, pressure, and suffering, COP. They're already under that pain, pressure, and suffering. Oh, you gonna say you go
Well,
put
last
them?
night in Tobago,
Eh?
last night in Tobago, the whole of Tobago current shut down for about 3-4 hours.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Hey, watch me. Wall Street, you know how much people, chicken, beef, the fish, all the meat product, what I have in the fridge and thing. You know how much of that people I was to throw away this morning?
Yeah, boy. I know.
You know how much of that Dr. Rowley? The only place had current was Dr. Rowley sheep farm because they say some generator come on. They say some generator come on over there and the farm and them had lights and thing.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, Dr. Rowley farm alone, why is the whole of Tobago dark? He farm alone, the generator and them come on. So he can have generator for when current go on generator come on for the whole of Tobago to get lights. What type of prime minister we have? Wall Street and Uncle Tony, you have a nice night. Uncle
Take it, Quincy.
Tommy, how COP know the Prime Minister generator? That generator. How COP live in somewhere down in the country, right?
Now you live in Marbella.
That know the country?
That's San Fernando.
So I thought San Fernando was the country.
Says who?
All right. My geography off. Yes, COP live out. Somebody sent COP a message and tell me, you know, when Dr. Rowley generator went on. But that's a good one, you know. That's a good one. Hey, let me finish playing this voice now.
Be very, very selective when treating with the young ones. For example, toys. There are certain toys that is not in the best interest of children development. Because of what I was exposed to, I used to look forward to getting a gun and sack, but because of all these Western and thing I see on TV, I used to look forward to getting a little gun and sack. Mommy buy that gun with the cork and the string. I cut the string, boy. When you shoot, the cork must go far. Yeah. And the cap's gun and thing. But I ain't sure if that help or no, because there are some people that gun thing stick with them. So my wife and I, we took a decision that our 3 sons, no gun. Never they ever get any toy with gun. Never. They get all kind of different things. Not gun. I'm encouraging parents, please. Don't buy no gun and sack. Don't buy no gun. Even if it's water gun, don't buy no gun for your children who want to grow up and have a mental picture of how they want to be. Yeah? So all the best.
All right. So let me go finish the chat and then we'll go to our video and then we'll go to the embassy, the US embassy website. Darren, welcome. Wall Street, Keith Christopher don't know what he agreed to with the US. I think you know. But I understand your point though. Yeah. Patty says, Soul, you understand what a story like that could cause? Okay. I ain't seen a Dira, boy. I ain't seen a Dira here. Walls, how would this affect the Dragon field? Folks, when the new president comes in January, all them agreement is null and void. Agree or disagree to me?
Yep. Except if Trump pipe down, but if he be true to form,
Yeah.
everything is out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand in December. I mean, for me, I'll be honest with you. If I am the incoming president and I sitting on there and I see you want to sign agreement and sign agreement, I say, what, you serious? You ain't serious? You taking us for fools? Eh? Is that US ambassador going to be in Trinidad after President Trump comes in? Is she still going to be there?
Maybe not. Most likely not.
Them fellas just pick their own ambassadors.
They like user-friendly operatives everywhere.
You remember Woody Johnson who owned the Jets? He was an ambassador, you know. And when Trump lose, he come back to take care of the Jets. Now that Trump won again, they say he might be another ambassador again, going some other one of them countries. That is the way it is. What kind of prime minister we have in Trinidad, boy? In December, you sign an agreement that in a month's time could be null and void. You're antagonizing the wrong person, eh? Caribbean Soul said, Patricia, I agree to Wall Street, eh? Rowley said that same thing you saying. Yeah, but Caribbean Soul is the exact same thing. All Patty do was listen to the press conference and just regurgitate what she heard. She didn't even think about it. Well, let me go and Google it, or let me go and look for something else. Yeah, not even that. Reporter, welcome. You're inside. Well, let me go and Google it, reporter, you're inside. Yeah, not even that. Reporter, welcome.
Yeah, brother, Wall Street and brother Tommy, good night. You hear me?
Loud and
Same
clear.
to you, reporter.
Yeah, you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, just school, my brother. Good school. Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, reporter.
Okay. Now, I want to say this tonight. I think it's the brother who just called. I don't know if it's he was the last caller on every program.
I know, huh?
This program,
You're breaking up a little bit, reporter.
Yeah,
yeah, stay one place. Yeah.
No, he's talking about the financial expert.
On our no, I think he's talking about the FVNM program.
And only respond to something all the program today. I spoke about the in issue and I spoke Dr. Rowley. We talk about Dr. Rowley. But I want the caller to know. He tell me how he see in my red petticoat. Let me tell that caller, I is a NJAC to me. Heart. NJAC not in politics, and I still live the way I believe in NJAC because NJAC is the only people before NJAC in the 7 to get something out of that.
Reporter, your phone breaking up. Reporter, your phone breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Reporter, we not hearing you. Yeah. Call back. Yeah, Tommy, we were just saying, Patty listened to the press conference, and all she come is regurgitate what she heard. She didn't even do she didn't even do some home, you know. Forget about the work. She didn't even do some home. At least Patty do a little bit of home now. Forget about the work. No, if home. I didn't even think she did the whole home. Now she just do HOM. Hum. She just hum. That is it. And come and regurgitate what she heard. Robert says, Wall, what would the government of Venezuela think about this? Well, listen, when Trump come, it's different story, you know. It's a horse for a different course, you know. Here comes Patty. Wall Street, that is why you can't do homework. For me, your yellow glasses does blind you. You see, Patty. All right, Patty, yeah. Yeah, reporter, he was breaking up.
Yeah, you hear me clear now?
Yeah, we hearing you clear, honey.
Much better.
Okay. Let me say Tommy, good night, my brother. And I know the brother listen and he will respond because today I think he was the last caller and said deemed to me that he seen my red petticoat or my red color, whatever the case, trying to sell me as a PNM. Brother, you is the only person in the history of my talking show ever tell me that because you really don't know me. I feel you that Johnny come lately in talk show because let me tell you something. I never vote for the PNM and I born and grow here and I never had a passport neither. I just show you how much I not know PNM. But I want to let you know this. The reason why I spoke about Mr. Inbert and I'm telling you, I'm not on Rowley right now. Dr. Rowley is just a steering cover. He's a steering cover in the PNM. Inbert is the man in charge. We never had a history of a finance minister stay in one position for so long. We never had that. We never had a finance minister try to muzzle an auditor general. These PNM people don't want you to talk about that auditor general and they're still running the rhetoric of, oh, they find the money and they find the money. I want to see that in the Gazette. I don't want no PNM call and no talk show radio and tell you about they find the money and that matter resolved. No. And I see the people who try to call today to defend Mr. Inbert. You make yourself look so funny. Look what happened to Miss Beckles in this country in politics. All they never defend her. All they never defend her. You feel Mr. Inbert is going to defend you all? Why you feel the PNM have no history right now of settling no wage negotiation with the working class here? It's 4% they come and give the people and them, nothing for the people. So this is why I tell you, we have to remember Inbert. I vote for PNM is I vote for keeping Inbert where he is. Or for Dr. Rowley, but he had to go because Dr. Rowley bring you there. Try and understand politics. The last caller who call and heavy them. Don't try to tell me I know PNM. You mad? You just get me politically upset when you say that. I would never vote for the PNM. I wouldn't do that. How I go vote for a party that keep my people to the bottom of the economic ladder for decades?
Uh-huh.
How I go vote?
Yeah, go ahead.
How I go vote for a political party that see it fit to give a next ethnic group every bus? The PTSD bus and them was not given to African people when it finished use to the state. When we go in excursion, notice the textile, the driver here. I not on race. Everybody had to find an equal place here. So the only solution to our problem right now is Mr. Inbert. That is the man who's stifling the people. Dr. Rowley is just a steering cover to the PNM. We have to remove Inbert and we have to keep talking about Mr. Inbert. And you call the callers who wanted to call and defend Inbert, you have a hard task with us. You have a hard task with us because we're not keeping this man. This man doesn't want to tell people morning. I want to leave that caller know when Mr. Inbert was the Minister of Works and Transport in the building on I think it's Richmond Street. He used to be having an elevator for himself. We don't want nobody else in the elevator. We hiring public servants and PNM supporters, turning them into king and queen. Them is not no king and queen. Them is public servant. Right now, all next year, all of them will come back like servant. And if you give them more power, they becomes king.
Reporter. Hello, are you there?
We hearing you. Keep going.
Right?
Yeah.
I telling you Wall Street, the talk now. Remember, it's taxi I just run on the road. And I meeting people right through. I just by the corner, I pull up by the corner. The PNM not looking good, especially in Move. And I want to tell them that market school that they're building back in Mover. You see that market school or they're building? Don't ever stop until you finish it. Don't stop at all, or let's suffer the people for too long. Don't look for no other government to come in and finish the market school. The PNM must finish the market school, and I'm going to tell you why. Good night to Mr. Leon. This is big Christmas time. There's nothing for Leon. There's a man's salary that's been taken and given away in Mover. Mover people only have to bear with Leon. Leon's don't get nothing for Mr. Inbert. Inbert don't give nobody nothing. This is the problem. And like the zombie in the PNM have black people not saying these things. And as we start to talk about it now, because I have no fear for the PNM zombie, I don't care about that. I just break that. Let me tell you something. I hear 2-3 callers calling today and trying to defend Mr. Inbert's position in Trinidad and Tobago. What it is really wrong with all here? What it is really wrong with all here? And next thing again, I want to say before I leave, after the NJAC revolt on the PNM in 1970, right after Dr. Eric Williams tried the same shot Dr. Rowley trying right now, but he going and step out. Right now, Dr. Rowley waiting for the East West Corridor to go, no, Emperor, don't go. That will never happen. Dr. Rowley is the most hated prime minister in the Western politics right now. His attitude, his body language, his behavior, it is not people worthy. You're mad. So I'm telling Trinidad and Tobago, give the opposition a majority in the parliament. And once they have the majority, they will be able to bring laws and get back money from Dr. Rowley and them, because this might be suspended here. Dr. Rowley and them went on in this country for the past 9 years. Let me tell you what it did. It makes sure and fill the cemeteries. It makes sure and bring the highest murder rate there is. You understand? Mr. Hines saying he gone. You should have been gone a long time. Me and we talking about you gone, and the brother who going to replace Mr. Hines, he just going to work with the same policies of the PNM. He had to come and make sure and pull on his foot and stand up and say, here, what's going on? Lavanti always said earlier, and we want this and we want that. And if you don't do that, you'll become the next Fitzgerald Hines. Good night to my brothers.
Thank you, reporter. Thank you.
Thank you, and good night.
For me, I just get it, sir.
I ain't hearing you.
Hold on. I just got this. You hear me now?
Yes.
I just received this. This is from the St. Vincent Times. This is what they're saying. Huh? USA is now Trinidad's new colonial master. It's from the St. Vincent Times. All right, let's play this. This is what from St. Vincent. Take a listen.
The U.S. can now deploy troops to Trinidad and Tobago. This is what your government did to you people. Yesterday, when we did that video, a lot of persons messaged me and they said, why are we doing this? It was wrong to put out that video. When I said things are happening that you don't even know in the Caribbean, this is what I'm talking about. So your government has signed an agreement with the U.S., 5 agreements actually: energy, cybersecurity, human rights, a lot of things. Things are just going fast right now. So when I tell you this, you say, well, he's coming here talking a lot of things we don't know. Well, here's proof that we know things are happening. Let's go to this article in the news that says U.S. can put troops in Trinidad and Tobago. Government signs agreement as White House ups pressure on Maduro. So it's not stopping with Venezuela, okay? It says National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines signed off on 5 agreements with the U.S. on December 10th, 2 of which can allow the U.S. Department to deploy forces to Trinidad and Tobago in the event of conflict in Venezuela. In a statement on December 10th, the U.S. Embassy said the Prime Minister, Hines, Energy Minister Stuart Young, Finance Minister Colin Imbert, Foreign Minister Amory Brown met and held talks with U.S. diplomatic and Navy officials on security, energy, cybersecurity, and human rights issues. Remember yesterday I told you about who wants to control your energy? You remember that? Now we hear about cybersecurity, energy. Listen, we know what's going to be going on in Venezuela. When you hear they sign these agreements, don't bother with them. It's always the opposite. Something will be going down in Venezuela very soon. Remember I said to you, and we got some intel. I'm going to bring another video for you on that. We got some intel on that. Remember yesterday we said, in terms of persons going back to Grenada, and Venezuela and China said they're not accepting people. All right, good. Keep that in mind. Dr. Rowley met with U.S. Ambassador Candice Bond and Commander of the U.S. Southern Command, Alvin Hosley, at the Diplomatic Center in Port of Spain. The embassy said the group celebrated the successful conclusion of negotiations on 5 agreements, including a status of forces agreement, the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative Technical Assistance Field Team, and the acquisition of cross-servicing agreement ACSA. I'm going to do a video for you on breaking down all of these agreements because
No audio, no audio.
Yeah. Let me stop that there. Right? Let me stop that there for now. Let's go to this now. Let's go to this. Right? We breaking it down tonight for you. We bringing you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Right? So take a listen to this.
The United States and Trinidad and Tobago strengthened strategic partnership on security cooperation. On December 10th, United States Ambassador Candace Bond and Commander of the U.S. Southern Command, Southcom, Admiral Alvin Halsey met with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and other
Let me
government.
say this, folks. This information is from the U.S. Embassy in Trinidad and Tobago website. The picture you see on the screen is from the U.S. Embassy in Trinidad and Tobago. This is not from the Newsday or the Express or the Guardian. This is from the U.S. Embassy on Trinidad and Tobago website. Okay? There we go.
Ministers for discussions on security, energy, cybersecurity, and human rights cooperation at the Diplomatic Center, Port of Spain. At the meeting, Ambassador Bond, Admiral Halsey, and Prime Minister Rowley celebrated the successful conclusion of negotiations on a status of forces agreement, SOFA, which will
Tommy, successful negotiations. Right?
And status of forces agreement. SOFA.
SOFA. That's SOFA. SOFA. The SOFA agreement.
Status of forces agreement.
Correct. This is not from a newspapers, Guardian, Express, Sunshine, any one of them. Directly from the U.S. Embassy. We only bring the facts and nothing but the facts. Okay? So, are we to say, Tommy, that the U.S. Embassy is telling lies? Is that what we are saying? Is that what we have to say? Yeah? Let's continue.
Facilitate interoperability between the two countries' armed forces. The Caribbean Basin Security Initiative Technical Assistance Field Team, CBS-ITAFT, and the Acquisition and Cross-Servicing Agreement, ACSA. Ambassador Bond and Admiral Halsey also congratulated Prime Minister Rowley for Trinidad and Tobago's accession to the Treaty of San Jose and the Southcom Human Rights Initiative. Ambassador Bond said, Trinidad and Tobago's leadership in implementing this framework for security cooperation demonstrates its potential as the cornerstone of peace and security.
Security cooperation. They're not talking about security on the New York Stock Exchange, you know. That's not the security they're talking about.
No, they're talking about national security.
They're talking about national security. Right? So when the Prime Minister come to mislead the country and know that he could mislead all them PNM people like Patty and them, and all them go do is to listen to what he says and come and regurgitate it. Unfortunately for people like Patty and them, it have many others who do a little homework. Just a little. Not a lot, just a little. Let's continue.
Caribbean, and has opened the door to unprecedented and unequaled opportunities for defense cooperation between Trinidad and Tobago and the United States. Admiral Halsey said, the United States is committed to providing expertise and resources to enhance Trinidad and Tobago's security capabilities, and these agreements.
To Hans, who we gonna fight over with anybody? Tommy, who we gonna fight with?
Maybe Tobago, maybe Trinidad and Tobago gonna fight each other.
You're right. You're right. They go and demonize Tobago under Fali Chavez Augustine. I'm brilliant, Tommy. Brilliant. Tommy, you're brilliant, you know. I give you credit. You're brilliant. Let's continue this.
Deepen strategic collaboration on a host of issues. Minister of Energy and Energy Resources Stuart Young, Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines, and Minister of Finance Colm Imbert also attended the meeting. Admiral Halsey is visiting Trinidad and Tobago for key leadership engagements and to co-host the Caribbean Nations Security Conference, CANSEC. Fact sheet. The SOFA is an agreement which allows for military-to-military engagement. The United States and Trinidad and Tobago have had a SOFA agreement since 2007. The new SOFA will bring the agreement in line with US and TT laws and will have no expiration date unless renegotiated. The Treaty of San Jose, also known as the Agreement Concerning Cooperation in Suppressing Illicit Maritime and Air Trafficking in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances in the Caribbean area, is an international agreement that aims to combat the trafficking of illicit drugs in the Caribbean region. The multinational treaty was signed on April 10, 2003. Trinidad and Tobago is signed up to the agreement as of December 7, 2024. The Southcom Human Rights Initiative was implemented in 1997 by the U.S. Southern Command's Human Rights Office with countries under its area of responsibility. Signatories are committed to implementing human rights programs in their defense or public security institutions. Trinidad and Tobago is the 14th country agreed to the initiative. The CBSI Taft is a small team comprised of U.S. Coast Guard and U.S. Army engineers and logisticians who help select Caribbean Coast Guards and Maritime Patrol units improve maintenance and operational readiness through technical assistance visits. The Taft operations support U.S. efforts to strengthen regional security by bolstering the maritime security and counter-trafficking capabilities of Caribbean partner nations. The ACSA is a formal logistics mechanism that allows the U.S. Department of Defense to exchange logistics support, supplies, and services directly between eligible countries and international organizations.
So Tommy, there we have, that came straight from the U.S. Embassy, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep.
Right? We didn't make that up. We didn't make that up. Let's go even further, though. We don't want that. We don't want that. All right. We don't want that. All right. Let's go even further. Right? Because, we like to bring the facts, the whole facts, and nothing but the facts.
True.
Let's go to the embassy website now. Here it is. It's on the screen. Here it is. U.S. Embassy in Trinidad and Tobago. Tommy, you could see that clearly, right?
Yes. Strengthen strategic partnership on security cooperation.
United States and Trinidad and Tobago strengthen strategic partnership on security cooperation. How do I get the information from? I'm not good at making stuff up. Like the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. U.S. Embassy, Trinidad and Tobago, December 11, 2024. Right?
Which was yesterday.
Commander of the U.S. Southern Command, Southcom, Admiral Alvin Hosley, and Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines signed the Southcom Human Rights Initiative at the Diplomatic Center, Port of Spain, Trinidad. Trinidad and Tobago is the 14th country to agree to the initiative. The HRI was implemented in 1997 by Southcom Human Rights Office with countries under its area of responsibility. Signatories are committed to implementing human rights programs in their defense or public security institutions. Defense or public security institutions, looking on Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and the U.S. Ambassador Candace Bond. And it goes on to tell you the same thing you saw. Let's talk about the fact sheet, Tommy. Fact sheet. There's the fact sheet, yeah? What is SOFA? The SOFA is an agreement which allows for military to military engagement. The United States and Trinidad and Tobago have had a SOFA agreement since 2007. Here it is now, Tommy. The new SOFA agreement will bring the agreement in line with US and TT laws and will have no expiration date unless renegotiated. Military to military engagement, Tommy.
Neocolonialism. No expiration.
No expiration. None. Prime Minister Rowley. The going out Prime Minister in waiting. The going out Prime Minister in waiting. Signing, taking we back to the Jurassic, Stone Age, dinosaurical years. You know, when Prime Minister Rowley leave in 2025, whoever come in next to me have plenty work to do, you know. They have real work to do, you know. But to me, I went even a little further. What is really a military to military engagement? All right, let's take this call. Mr. Florida, welcome. Mr. Florida,
Hello?
you're inside.
Good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night to all your callers, all the texters, everybody. Glad you guys are safe. I'm glad everybody's safe. Glad to see you all again. So, how do you say, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy? Oh, what a tangle web you weave when you first set out to deceive.
Correct is right.
Mr.
Correct
Hanson,
is right.
where does, sorry, yeah, about that. Go ahead.
No, correct is right. I'm saying correct is right.
Oh, all right. Yeah, where does all this say? You had to pick a side. You had to pick a side. And he does always say that?
Yeah, you had to pick a side. You had to pick a side.
So he had to pick a side. So who you think he picked?
Venezuela?
No. What you saying that for now?
No, he picked.
He had to pick a side.
Well, listen.
He had to pick America.
He picked Venezuela. But what happened now? He realized he get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He trying to take it out.
Yeah.
He trying to
America
take it out.
give him a choice. America give him a choice, Mr. Hanson and Mr. Tommy. Venezuela or us. So what you go pick?
You had to pick US. You had no choice.
Exactly. So he had no choice in the matter. He had to pick them. You know, when you go to school and they tell you had to pass maths and English, you had no choice in that. You had to pass it.
Correct.
Mandatory. He had to pick the US. So I will say it again before I leave. Oh, what a tangle web you weave when you first set out to deceive.
Correct.
Call it Mr. Hanson,
Yeah,
Mr. Tommy.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. You see, Tommy? Okay, let's continue. So we have this SOFA agreement. Hello, caller. Caller.
Uncle Tommy.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
I was taking the program was by now internet. I was taking data now, boy. So you hear me loud and clear there?
Loud and clear, loud and clear. That your new phone number?
Yeah. Boss lady ball it 12 for Christmas Day.
You have a nice boss lady, man.
Yeah, she had my wash.
Yeah.
I said I got to take her phone. And she brought it for me. So I appreciate that now, boy.
Yeah, blessed, man. That is blessed. That is blessings from above.
Yeah, that's a blessing. So the two know what it is. 12 years to be rocking, you know.
Well,
I real solar, you know. No cardboard solar, you know.
You know a toffee soul, you know a toffee soul, you know, a toffee from back in the days. You know?
Yeah, she foundation.
Correct is right.
But Mr. Washington tonight I hear in the news like election in the air, boy. I see Parliament getting money.
You see who getting money?
10,
who is that?
They're getting 20 now, you know.
Who?
Panama men and them, boy.
20?
Yeah, they was getting 10. Everybody will get 20,000. Who was getting 5, they'll get 10 too.
Where EG's all around the place, boy. EG's all around, they're handing out.
Yeah, real thing showing out. Remember the election and Dr. Ellis looking out for observers, clerical observers. But I feel after the carnival, you could have 3 election in the dark, you know. Jump up after, jump up again.
Yeah. I feel you going to the middle of the year. Maybe after April.
You feel going right on?
I feel after April, then you go call it, they go take another 3 months. You understand? April, May, June,
Yeah.
July. Somewhere around the middle of the year, August, somewhere around there.
Well, yeah, we ready now, Mr. Washington. We don't have to battle. We don't have to battle put on and we ready for the war.
Yeah, we
The
ready, man.
political war.
We ready?
Because we have to get ready. We have to get ready the PNM.
Yeah,
As they say, take the thing and what?
Put them out.
Put them out there.
All.
Take everything for the 9 years. Going to the 10 years, you suffer. You gain everything. You gain everything now and trying to tell my guy way. So we taking anything and vote them out.
Take all, and vote out all.
Yeah, take all and pack it up and that's how very as election come, we doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bless.
So we start watching our doctor listening, Uncle Tommy and all my people out there, foreign listeners and the local listeners. Have a blessed and safe Christmas season and a bright and prosperous New Year.
Yeah,
Love
man.
and respect.
Same to you and yours, KFC.
All the time. So, Tommy, let me continue to read from the
The
U.S.
document.
Embassy website in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Of course, we have the Treaty of San Jose. Then we have the CBSI Taft. Is a small team, listen to this, comprised of U.S. Coast Guard and U.S. Army engineers and logisticians who help select Caribbean Coast Guard and Maritime Patrol units, improve maintenance and operational readiness through technical assistance visits. The Taft operation supports U.S. efforts to strengthen regional security by bolstering the maritime security and counter-trafficking capabilities of Caribbean partner nations. The ACSA is a formal logistic mechanism that allows the U.S. Department of Defense to exchange logistical support, supplies, and services directly between countries and international organizations. Tommy, what did we miss? No. We doing this. We reading this because we have a hate for the PNM and Prime Minister Rowley. Why we reading this facts? Fact sheet, you know. This is a fact sheet, you know. This is not a misleading sheet, you know. This is a fact sheet. And the Prime Minister came to the people and lied again. I said it. Misleading the people. Misleading. Yeah? Patty? Why, Patty? Why? I don't understand. Let me go back to the chat. Robert Nesbitt says, PR, what's her name? Patty says, Wall Street, you lie. You know she is. You used her clips already. But I say some kind of source name. I remember she named Tommy. Eh? No, you don't remember everything?
No, you don't remember everything.
I don't remember everything. Patty said, I know she named. Oh, yeah, Rhoda Barrett. Thanks, Darren. That is the name. Rhoda Barrett. Here we go. That is the name. That is the name, Tommy. Remember her? Rhoda Barrett. That is the PNM blogger. Mr. Intellectual said, but Prodi reporters were trying to point out what the agreement stated. He tried to shut them down. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me play that one. Let me find that one. Let me play that one. I know Tommy listened to the press conference, eh? Yeah, let me play that one, Tommy. I call it another meltdown by Prime Minister Rowley. That's what I call it. It can't be a milked up. It had to be a milked down. So you all listen to this one. Another meltdown by Prime Minister Rowley.
Dr. Rowley, Gregory McGuiney from Trinidad Newsday.
I don't find you smiling, but
no, just the irony of it.
This is not a laughing matter.
I know. Just to set the record straight, our reporter did reach out to Minister Hines and Minister Brown. Neither of them chose to respond.
And which one of them told your reporter that?
Well, our understanding is that the SOFA agreement has several clauses, which include one that says the U.S. can launch military personnel and machinery to countries in conflict from signatories to the agreement. Ghana is also a signatory.
Take a pin. Is that the interpretation come from?
The SOFA agreement.
Countries in conflict. What conflict is Trinidad and Tobago involved in, or likely to be involved in?
Two countries in conflict from signatories.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy, is that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago?
As far as I remember.
All right. Let me just listen to the whole thing.
So anybody who has signed up to it, for example, Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana, the United States can use either country as a launching pad, I guess. For
So in short, we are US based.
But does the agreement?
No, in short, your interpretation of that is that we are US based.
No,
so if two countries have conflict, the US can do that. Yeah. Sovereign Trinidad and Tobago will stand aside, and the US will just do that because we've signed an agreement where if two countries are in conflict, and I gather you will tell me we're not in conflict. I don't know of any conflict that we are involved in. Right? Your interpretation there, and what you're trying to say is that because you didn't speak to Mr. Hines or because I didn't talk to your reporter, that makes this headline justifiable. Where is the evidence to support that? And why is it that this headline now runs counter to everything I just said of our years of foreign policy and diplomacy when conflict was around us?
So I'd just like to clarify though, says that the SOFA agreement does not say what we understand that it says. That
it is not for me for you to misunderstand anything. But if what I say is how you understand it, it is what the fact is.
So it doesn't say that
you have published here the US can put troops in Trinidad and Tobago.
So the agreement does not say that the US can launch military.
Tommy, anyway, let me finish this.
I am not engaging in any tutorial with you. I'm simply saying you show me the evidence that supports your headline. Government signs agreement as White House ups pressure on Maduro. US can put troops in Trinidad and Tobago. You show me the support for that. And don't ask me to explain it for you because you have a responsibility to understand what you're writing.
Yes, they can. They can.
So that is not what the agreement. Just for clarification, that is not what the agreement.
I am not engaging in any tutorial with you. If you think that is what it is, publish it again.
It's not a matter of tutorial, Dr. Rowley. Just
anybody else have a question?
Say how we can make Trinidad and Tobago look bad today.
Oh yeah.
Is Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh yeah.
So when we reach out to you all and we want some clarification on something, you will
I do not accept from you that it is the government's fault why you have misinterpreted years of work that you yourself have been carrying, because you had the opportunity to see our position in the context of what you know. It may be that you took an excursion into an area that you don't know, but that is your irresponsibility, not mine. You do know enough. If you are in the media and you don't know what Trinidad and Tobago's position is on this matter, which we have shared with you ad infinitum, the fact that we are in a position signing an agreement here for further cooperation between our entities and the US entities, and you take that to mean that we have signed an agreement to make Trinidad and Tobago either a colony of the United States or a floating base for the United States, and then telling me that is because I didn't tell you otherwise?
To reach out to the Minister of National Security, which they did, right? Yes. He didn't respond to them.
Neither did Minister.
So if
So as a result of that, you can create your own story.
No, that an interpretation of it and they back it up with facts.
And that's what I'm saying. So I would not be surprised if tomorrow they defend it and say, this is our interpretation. It's a free country. I am here simply pointing out to others that this is not so, and pointing out to you that the facts don't bear this out.
Oh, Father. There you have it, folks. There you have it. What are you going to do? Let me finish with the chat here. Caribbean Soul said, Wall Street, what Pastor Google does be doing in these press conferences? Pastor said only like he didn't have a clue what Rowley was coming to talk about. Robert tell Patty I'm 60. I have a little thing going between them. We better hope Venezuela does not launch a preemptive strike in Cape Park. Okay. Patricia Hutchison, welcome. Pleasant evening to Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy and all the villagers. Brooklyn, you have 2 minutes before the top of the hour.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to make it quick. Well, Wall Street, that whole signing thing is that when Trump come in, all in Trinidad and Tobago, we have Venezuelan. He taking them out, you know. That US troops is not for what the government allow the Venezuelan to do no more, you know. That US troop is to Maduro so they can't come back. Trump would make sure he pack them up all over. All in Grenada, the US, the same thing going on. And put them back there because Maduro can't say he don't want the people that is the citizens to come back home. So it's a serious thing when that happen come the next 2 years and they're not saying nothing. But or should I send you a video, and I want my partner reporter to know. I don't fight people, I don't know you. I don't fight people just so, but you see the things you're saying, you must listen to yourself after you say it. Because I am one, just listen. And I am one will tell you the force Wall Street to say he's UNC. I is a UNC too. I support the UNC. And when I hear people who say they only fight with me, talking a kind of different talk, like the red ribbon showing or according to Wall Street, the red jockey shots, I just call them out. So me not targeting you or nothing. I am telling you the contribution they make on the radio today. It sounds funny. And I watch it. I said, yeah, video. If you have time, you can play so you can understand where I'm coming from. Because we are in this together. But you can't say, if UNC come in and do stupidness, you're going to vote back in. Why you going to vote back in PNM? PNM should never be ever vote back in this country under the way how they run in the last 9 years. And you selves here, since 2010 to 2015, up to today, 9 years after, the PNM leaders and the supporters continue to say, Kamala, 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 Kamala. But you come on the radio to say, everything is Rowley. No, but no, everything is Rowley. The PNM have to go. Reporter is a brother that's listened to. I have respect. Oh, I'm not fighting you. I'm just telling you, today, you ain't sound good at all. And when they re-listen to what you were saying, they will get where I'm coming from. Uncle Tommy and Washington, have a good night.
Yeah, man, bless.
Good night.
Good night. Folks, let's go for the break. So maybe it's getting heated, but
Well,
reporter, you gotta hold on, you know. We're going for the break. You gotta hold on. Okay?
All right, hold
on.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome. Remember, these are WhatsApp numbers.
Report, are you inside?
Okay, my brother, Wall Street and brother Tommy.
Yeah.
You hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, well, I heard the brother respond, and brother, big respect to you for responding to me. You know, this is something that's very happening, very rare. People don't really respond to me, but I see I have the guts. So I won't deal with it. I will repeat the contribution that I make today that you having a problem with. Now, I is not no PNM, number one. Number two, the PNM must demit office in order for this country to catch itself, right? Now, if Inbird gone, the PNM gone. What it is you don't understand in politics and talk show, you're dealing with the head of the business. If Inbird gone, all of them gone. And after when I talk about bring back the PNM will not lose all the seats in the country. It will take a while before other political parties start to hold on to 5 seats and 6 seats. This is a two-party state. This is a two-party state because in 86, when the PNM destroyed this country, after the now, who we brought back? Was the PNM we brought back after 86? You understand? So this is what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. And when I say the UNC will come in and start to do the same thing Dr. Rowley do, because they know people like me and yourself, Wall Street and Brother Tommy's out there waiting to remind them what we experienced under Dr. Rowley. Don't let Inbert hear you coming at me to make he comfortable in his position. You understand? You sound like if you want Inbert to have a smooth ride. No, I giving them a bumpy ride, just like how we give Dr. Rowley a bumpy ride. Dr. Rowley ride being bumpy enough, he done on the out, he out, the PNM out. But if you don't hold on to this man, Inbert, for what he did in this country, remember, Inbert is a man have a history of attacking the Auditor General. The Auditor General is to look over with money. That is not no political appointee. I want to put that on the plate for you to understand. I don't want you just listen to me and don't hear me, you know. You have to hear me and also listen to. You understand? Don't come at my contribution if you don't understand what you're coming at. I am not a PNM. I want to see the end of the PNM, but I find we holding on to one end right through. We have to hold on to all of them. Look, for instance, with this Mr. Rohan Sinanan. Look at the state of the road all of a sudden. Look at what they're doing the crazy. Well, I don't think you in Trinidad probably need to see what is going. They come and dig up the crazy. Right now, rain falling. Anywhere you dig up in the country right now, and they leave it just so. When rain fall, that become a slush pond. That is what's going on in the country here right now. So how could I want one to stay and one must go? All had to go, but we had to identify some of the important one. And next important one is the Minister for Wassa, Mr. Gonzal. All these people, Rohan Sinanan, them is important people to talk about, and they had to go. Look at the policies Rohan Sinanan come up with. He didn't make the nation road car-worthy, but there's penalty and charges on the nation road for using the nation road that's not in a good position. Do you know that motorbike men is get killed in this country by dodging from pothole because of Rohan Sinanan? You have to understand what is going on in politics. I feel sometimes when all they hear contribution and all they do have a proper response, let it pass and you bring your thing, because you will make me hang on to your contribution and hang on to your attack and make you look like if you don't know what you're saying. Inbert is the mastermind and be all behind. Let me tell you something. You see Dr. Rowley and them? Dr. Rowley and them is agents of the PNM. The PNM is not no black man party. You feel me? The PNM is not for black. The PNM is something come out of the 1% of these colored people, these French girl people. You understand? These Trinidad whites, they is the people who own the PNM. You notice nobody in coming at Dr. Rowley because there is a fraction down there on that side. That fraction with Dr. Rowley, they wouldn't call him like how they called late Patrick Manning and had a meeting and then he called an election date. Right now, Dr. Rowley in a position that he wish he was never the prime minister, and you don't even know that. You wouldn't know that because Dr. Rowley would like to deliver, although we have a history, he don't like to help this one and he don't like black people. We know that. But if he's in an office where he have all the resources to his disposal, he will distribute because he want to be there. It's inward is the tight hand. Inward is the tight hand, man. I tell you right now, there's no wage negotiation taking place under the PNM from 2015 to today. When the People's Partnership took office in 2010, I want the next caller to call in and tell us how many wage negotiations they settled under the People's Partnership with Kamala Prasad, sir. So don't feel that I'm trying to defend and you're trying to look for kinks in my contribution to see if you could get some kind of mileage. But I'm not attacking you, not attacking what you're saying, because we are fighting the same cause as you say. We're on the same road, but we have to make this thing proper. Let Elbert know by Dr. Rowley saying that he wants to step down. That's talk. After 1970 revolt, the PNM tried that with Eric William and the people called back for Eric William because Eric William realized the people was against him. He tried to say he bowing out just the same way how Dr. Rowley realized the people against him. He trying to bow out, but Dr. Rowley ain't going nowhere. You feel Dr. Rowley could come back in public life and go with small walkabout, talk up. He's not that kind of man. He's a kind of Mugabe man. He want to stay in power right through. All they even know that. All they even know that. You understand? So when you want to attack, I feel it better you attack PNM people. Don't attack me. You understand? Because let me tell you something. I have no history of voting for the PNM. All my history is voting against the PNM because I know, and you should know, the PNM is not good for Trinidad and Tobago, especially in this state. Good night, Wall Street and
Thank
Brother
you,
Tommy. Everybody, bless.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah, good night. So, Ileana Jamez. That's a new person. Yeah. Ileana, where are you joining us from? Ileana Jamez. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Patricia says PNM is a national party and it stands alone. Yeah, they could lose alone. Let them stand alone and lose alone. Nobody not a problem with that party. Rajendra, welcome. Pleasant good night, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. Caribbean Soul says, Patricia, just saying that national party, just a myth because no other party want to join them, so they have no choice. Party says KFC get a HDC house. Okay, and so HDC only supposed to give out house to PNM people? You tell me?
Look so.
I don't understand what she mean. Did she mean something or? Yeah, KFC. KFC. You're connecting. KFC connecting. Hello? Yeah, KFC. KFC. All right, KFC, call back. KFC connected. KFC got a HGC house.
She asked the question.
You know, Tommy, that kind of dotishology and foolishology that when you're party in power, right? They're supposed to only give PNM people a house or UNC people a house. I don't subscribe to that. If the government using taxpayers' money to build houses, give the people the houses. You shouldn't have to show your party card to get an HGC house. Financial Guru, welcome.
Yes, good night, Wall Street. Let me pull out here because I always catch on you. I listen to the good night, everybody. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night, everybody. Good night, Professor Wall Street. Professor Wall Street, let me start quickly. I listened to part of the Daily Voice today, and them fellas really, they don't like it. Oh gosh, Professor Wall Street. One say is a janitor. I know if you hear that one.
No,
when you talk about
I hear them, you know.
donating the shoes.
You know, I didn't hear.
One say, oh gosh, he's a janitor. He talking, he's a professor. The other one say, don't take nothing from he, because if he go boast from here till Osiak, you know. But if somebody was to say whatever the PNM did, maybe they might do a reverse psychology. Maybe they might say, oh, black people actually are the top for being the bottom at the social and economic ladder. You understand? They might use a reverse psychology, because that's the only thing I could count and see. Black people are
wait.
Repeat
that.
You hear the psychology?
No, repeat that.
You say, name one socio-economic
statistic
metric that black people in Trinidad and Tobago under the Rowley administration was number one.
Yeah.
So I say one of them might come and say, black people, African Trinbagonians, might be the top or the bottom class. In other words, they're number one for being the bottom of the ladder. That's a reverse psychology. That's the only thing I could think of that could make sense. You understand? Because there's no socio-economic metric. You understand? Uncle Tommy point out maybe what Foster Cummins doing. Nada. There's no socio-economic strata or performance metric that you can say Afro-Trinbagonians are on top. And that's a sad revelation.
After close to 75 years under the PNM.
After close to 70. Now listen, I was trying to call you on Tuesday, because I have a couple of things I want to throw to you and Uncle Tommy and whoever want to answer. And we were talking about, I just heard reporter and Brooklyn going back and forth about Rowley and Imbut. Imbut, all of them had to go, because Imbut, that's why I tell you, Professor Wall Street, Imbut needs to be removed as Minister of Finance. I told you that. And there is truth, and to some extent, some truth with what reporter is saying, right? Because why would you put this individual who does not have any experience, who was basically messed up time and time again, out of the 9 or 10 budgets he has done, Professor Wall Street, he has only forecasted correctly once, and that was in 2022 when he had the Ukraine war. We have had 9 deficit budgets under Imbut. Our deficit is now close to 140 billion, not 91 billion. They just borrowed $250 million from CAF for roads and school development, and the road's still bad. But let me get to the question I want to ask here, and I just want you to bear with me. This goes to the question of what Farley did, because everybody's knocking Farley. Mr. Duke was on all over. Yeah, Mr. Duke pointing out that Farley should, it's unfortunate, and I told you it was unfortunate, and that there should be some rapprochement that Farley should do when it comes to the Prime Minister. But I think Mr. Farley has made a calculated decision that he's going all in and against Dr. Rowley, because 2025 is the election. You have your friend from IDA, Ms. Soifat, criticizing him. You have the whole PNM section, the minister, all the senators criticizing him. But what was the problem? And it goes back to what reporter was saying. All right, the definition of a political house negro, and I want people to just listen to this: a political house slave, because this is what Mr. Farley says. This is the characteristics: holds a position of power, influence in the political system, uses their platform to support and perpetuate the interests of the dominant group or ruling elite. You remember he just talked about the 1%. Often prioritizes loyalty to the ruling party or leader over the needs and concerns of their own community or constituents, may engage in behaviors that undermine social justice, equality, and human rights. Examples, and I'm going quick, this is very short. Politicians who consistently vote against policies benefiting marginalized communities. That sounds like the 26.9% of black people who are under the poverty line. leaders who prioritize corporate interests over environmental and social concerns. Imbert and Rowley, the team, right? Officials who use their power to suppress dissenting voices or opposition. And we know that with Ms. Jaiwanti Ramdas, okay, with regarding to this issue with the Auditor General and Mr. Imbert can't reconcile the 2.7 billion. Consequences, perpetuation of systemic injustices and inequalities, erosion of trust in institutions and leaders, disempowerment of marginalized communities. So this is what Mr. Farley was referring to, but everybody's beating him up on him, saying he shouldn't have said that, he should be diplomatic. I excuse me, I indicated it was an unfortunate statement because I knew people would try to brutalize him. But here's a question I want to ask you, Uncle Tommy. Duke is saying that come 2025, the PNM is a non-entity. Farley and the TTP is a non-entity. Well, we know with Watson Duke what he gives, the toe man, right? The man who had the opportunity and blew it. Okay? Now, my question is, you see Reginald Amor and the two MPs reach across in Tobago after they mess up not once, but twice, Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsh and everyone, the issue concerning the register office. And he meets with the stakeholders, but he never met with the Tobago House of Assembly. My question is, do you think that given the fact that 2025, when the election bell rings, that this marginalization or this demonization of Farley, because you know Dr. Rowley has called people all sorts of things, and it seemed like do something like so. Two wrongs don't make a right. But do you think that, one, that this will affect the TPP and Farley's chances with the Tobago people? Number two, do you think that Mr. Duke, if he enters with the PDP, because he is indicating he wants to enter back with the PDP, may split the vote, right? That he has that potential to split the vote, that PNM may come back, have an opportunity, because the only way I think that this Rowley administration, okay, with Paul Member that is as a sidekick, who should not, I repeat, should not be the Minister of Finance. They are ruining our country as we speak. Can get back in power is if the vote is split.
All right.
I'm going to listen to what you say.
Yeah, man.
If you can give me your ideas of what you think about that,
Okay.
it would be highly appreciated.
All right,
Have
cool.
a good night, folks.
Bless.
And we'll continue. And once don't forget one thing, huh?
Yeah.
As I say, we have to starting with that airport.
Yeah, we could do that.
Constructing with facts and numbers, okay?
We could do that.
Because that's the only way when we show these guys up with the nonsense and the overspending they have done.
All right.
Possible corruption. That's the only way.
Cool.
Have a good night, folks.
Bless. For me, the two questions, right? I think that Tobagonians already saw through Prime Minister Rowley. That's why they kick him out of Tobago.
And I think that Duke is a non-entity.
Well, let me get that one, Tommy. Tommy, what's your take on the first one regarding the demonization by the demonization by the central government of the TTP and by extension the THA?
That's wrong. That is wrong. But I like the fact that Farley stands up.
Oh, there we go. The transformation leader stands up to the transactional leader. The transformation leader stands up to the transactional leader who is a demagogue. And when you are a demagogue and a transactional leader, you can't deal with a transformational leader.
And I think I think Tobago people respect the fact that Farley shows that he has the gumption and strength.
Correct. 100%. Secondly, Tommy, in my estimation, a PDP and TPP running for Tobago East and Tobago West will split the votes. And by splitting of the votes, you could allow the PNM to come through the back door. Because remember now, it's not going to be just two parties now. It's not just going to be the TPP and the PNM. It's now going to be the TPP, PNM, and PDP. Plus, there's also Dr. Denise Soyofat party. You know, but
I hope that the Tobago people don't play the fool and open the back door and allow the PNM back in.
well, they had to be careful because Watson Duke doesn't really care. He doesn't really care. In my estimation, he doesn't care. He don't want. You know what, Tommy? Sometimes I just think Watson Duke really want the PNM to win again. You know. What's your take on that?
He may want this, but it's what the people of Tobago wants is what matters most.
Yeah, but people in Roxborough will vote for him.
For Duke?
Yeah.
Is that what your informants or your
because
information
tells
you?
That's his constituency, Roxborough.
Yeah, but is that what the information source tells you?
Well, I really checked. That's not coming from any sources. That's coming from me. That's not from any sources.
You have to feel the pulse of the people. I think the people are wise enough to know that if they split up, that they're gonna be creating more problems for themselves.
Okay. Beyond Clement. Hold on, Mr. Further. Beyond Clement. I think this is the first time you're joining us. Tobago lock on. Rowley people down out. Beyond, do you believe that? So to the Tobago people in the chat, is there the belief that if Watson Duke runs separately under the PDP, that could create problems and let the PNM come through the back door? That's the question. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening again, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Tommy, you know where's the question we had to ask yourself? If Duke win them seats in Tobago, would the central bank give him the money?
I understand. What do you mean?
Rather than giving Farley the money?
I understand.
I don't think so. This is the whole thing Farley trying, and they know the central bank not giving them the funds and the correct funds that they ask for.
You mean the central government?
Affairs.
Do you mean the central government?
Yeah.
The central. Go ahead.
Right. So there's the one to give them what they ask for the budget.
Correct.
So do you think Watson Duke, if he wins, he would be able to get it?
No, I don't think so.
So the people will look at that. Farley trying, Watson Duke was in power, and Watson Duke step off the horse long time, and he leading a horse now. He not riding the horse no more. They ain't gonna vote for him. He will try. He will get a few votes, and we guarantee sure that PNM is not going to win in Tobago again. So what Tobago hoping for now, that the people in Trinidad now will vote out this PNM government and bring in UNC, and then from there they will negotiate and see what they will get. So I understand the answer at all.
I think, Tommy, if Watson Duke was still part of THA, he'd be singing a different song. He'd be singing a song.
I saw in today's paper KPB meeting with a series of other parties.
Yeah, we have that.
But I didn't see any evidence of her engaging the TPP.
No, well, you talking about it? Well, that's totally different, you know. Hold on, let's take this call. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Hey, what's so good night to you and Uncle Tommy against viewers and listeners. What should I do think the PNM, or even if watching you go to Tobago, they could shake up? Because you're happening. I think after 14-0 for Tobago, well, 14-1, right? That was the result of the last THA election, 14-1, right?
Yes.
I think after 14-1, there's no way that party that get that kind of meeting could come back in 4 years or 3 years or whatever the case may be to take charge. Right now, Tobago put the PNM in the graveyard. Right now, they dig the hole and they bury the PNM coffin in Tobago. So no matter if Watson Duke try to shake up right now, I think Farley has been pushing a good fight. The people of Tobago stand with Farley. And even with his comment of Rowley's a house slave, the people of Tobago stand with that. They stand strong with Farley with that. Because Rowley's a Tobagonian. And for Rowley to treat Tobagonians in the way he had treated Tobagonians is not Trinidadians. If it's one thing, when Howie boys say, they're not dealing with you. You could jump high, down, jump low, Howie boy not dealing with you. That's how Tobagonians mindset. So they don't care. They're going to ride the train with Farley. They know Watson Duke could come in there to play games. Watson Duke lost a lot of credibility with that whole Keezel Jackson scandal and selling for money for dance group in Brooklyn. I see where the dance group and them was behind a church in Brooklyn there, and Watson Duke telling them in the theater to send money. For the things Watson Duke did, it didn't go to rest, you know. It's Friday, and I'm telling you, if they see that Farley Chavez could bring Tobago to a place where they have been trying to bring it for the last how much years under PNM led for 21 years and nothing happened, they're not going to just give Farley 4 years or 3 years or however the Tobago election is called and vote him out. They're not going to do that. They're going to make sure and give Farley time because he's young and they too know that the PNM is strangling Tobago. The Rowley-led government is strangling. They're choking Tobago like you don't know what. And that's the reason why Farley cannot come out and say he have to be dealing with a house slave because of the person Keith Christopher Rowley is. So I ain't fighting for Tobago. I'm fighting for Trinidad. You saw the man saying I'm fighting to live. I'm fighting for Trinidad because I hear people saying just how Tobago vote on the Sea Bridge, Trinidad and Tobago have to vote and get rid of PNM on Petrotrin. Hello? Petrotrin closed down before 2020 and Trinidadians still go back and vote for the PNM after Petrotrin closed down. I tell you, I'm not in this for talk, you know. I'm in this for seriousness. I fighting to live, I fighting in Trinidad because you can't trust Trinidadians. You can't trust them. They will ride with you right through. And when they go in the voting, put the chook their hand for the ballot. I telling you, know, they say it's a curse on them Trinidadians. They don't know how Tobagonians know how to go by the silk cotton tree and get out for the curse. And light the candle and they can make change. Trinidadians don't want change. They're fighting for good. That's what's going on in Trinidad. They're fighting for good. So they rather live in evil. And that is what's going on in Trinidad right now. That's why all the blood and murder and killing and thing going on. But don't worry. Just now, as I tell you, with all that thing they're doing, Donald Trump gonna give all the Venezuelan all where they camping and they see all New Jersey, all over Brooklyn, a set of drones. People seeing hundreds of drones in the air. They're marking with them immigrants and them living and staying. So when they're ready to come for them, they know exactly what to go. Serious thing gonna happen come January next year. Uncle Tommy Walsh should have a good night, but Tobago in a good place. I ain't fighting at all. What should you call Farley a transformation leader? You have to stick with that. Nobody moving him. I gone.
A big one. of this I gone. Listen me. Hear me now. I frightened to live. Who are you? I frightened to live. Now all the thing. I frightened to live. Sing. I frightened to live. I frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I build me a coffin. I make it my home. Because that is my only choice. This kind of life, I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman. So how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. Why you? I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. A bandit in my face with a gun. Take my onions and began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened.
Caller.
Yeah, Wall Street. Professor Wall Street.
Yeah.
I think Uncle Tommy raised a concern. I didn't hear. You know, UNC had a talks with the union and small parties today.
Yeah, we had a video coming up next.
Yeah, well, I guess Sunday, a caller had made some statement indicating that the union members have no confidence in the unions.
Right.
But I heard you say union. I can't remember if you say unions or union or if it was Roche. But the same, what the caller reiterate, right? How come the opposition leader could have confidence having dialogue with the same union leader, right? It's because of what? Just because to say that they have discussion, or is to bring something towards going forward in the general election. So when people make statement, right, trying to demoralize the union and the role and the function in Trinidad and Tobago, because they ain't seen it going up a way that they wanted to see. Like anytime the union members or Roger lift his head, he must say, yes, I'm supporting Kamala, right? Or supporting the UNC, and that will make them feel much better. And again, I asked on this program, I don't see in the East-West corridor where anybody in the numbers are gravitating to the UNC. I just have a lot of conversation with the youths. And after I come from the demonstration Sunday, I had interaction with one or two youths. And they're making it blatantly they're not going to vote, right? They are not going to be part of that electoral process. And why? Because they don't have confidence in the two political parties. All they always say in the UN is a two-party race. But we have a lot of people who on the fence line do not have confidence in the two political parties, right? And again, what we'll be going back to the UNC, and we'll have this same narrative that this one accusing the other one for corruption, or it will be a change. I hope it will be a change because they had a perfect opportunity in 2010 to get rid of the PNM. And we know how that went. Right? So I don't know who is these parties they had talked with. I hear she said they'll have other discussion. I see Peppers here. I don't know. I see MSJ. I see a lot of parties. I see Hope. I don't know Hope and the other parties going other direction. Gary. But to me, the UNC, I don't have confidence in the UNC now. And if PNM is the problem, PNM is the problem. I don't think UNC is the solution at all.
But Mr. Carnage, you know we had this discussion before, right? In Trinidad and Tobago, you have two choices. It's either the PNM or the UNC. Now, in my estimation, I seen what I getting from the PNM, and I don't live in Trinidad. I am outside. I see the PNM policies, and the PNM policies is not good for the population of Trinidad and Tobago. And as Prime Minister, or is a black Prime Minister, it even worse. Worse. It has never been this bad in the history of Trinidad and Tobago for black people, especially poor black disadvantaged people. I could never support that. I rather take my chance with the other party than to support that. Where in never in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, there was 26% of black people living below the poverty line. Never in the history. I go take my chances with the rest of other people on them. You know why?
Yeah,
I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose.
Yeah, correct. You're right, but I mean, I was from my perspective and my point of view.
I hear
right?
you.
Understand?
And Mr. Carnage, that's what we about here, We about you coming and giving your opinion, and we respect people's opinion. That's what we tell people. We want everybody to give your opinion. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way talk radio is supposed to be, Not like when you go on the Mugabe station, them don't want to hear you if you're not talking.
No, they don't want to hear me at all.
If you're not talking PNM with them on them certain programs, them don't want to hear you. We not like that, but I'm saying we as people in Trinidad and Tobago, we have a choice. It's two parties, PNM or UNC. We see what the PNM is giving us. We see it. I go take a chance with the other people than to continue to take the abuse from them. But that's just me.
Well, I hope the 400 and something thousand people, because the last 2010 and 2015 and 2020, the PNM lost grounds, and they've been losing grounds and the voter turnout towards the general election for the past 10 years, right?
Great
and
point.
We've seen a decrease.
Excellent point. And I had the numbers for that too. I go get all the numbers.
Yeah, right. I don't have it.
I have it. Excellent point.
I have this assistant. I'll be aware of the situation. So yet again, they are losing ground, right? They are losing ground.
Correct.
Right? And what will increase that percentage of not going to the PNM? Because we know it isn't going to the PNM. We know it's not going to the PNM. Who it will go to? You understand? Who will go? We will see an influx by 200 to 300,000 more with this 2025 general election. And if that is the case, I know them that extra percentage is not going to the PNM. Who will go to? If it will go to the UNC, we wait and see. Because I tell you, in 2020, UNC showed us in the election. I was never a supporter of the UNC, but what I see in with the campaigning and how people, and I don't know what one thing changed the whole narrative is that banana statement, and people them use vote psychology to switch the election. They said the thief, and the thief. I didn't really even know no thief election in that 2020 election. I think it was what was portrayed on the platform make UNC lost that election. I could be some corrective.
Yeah, man.
But that's my narrative.
Bless.
Doctor listening, and well, I mightn't call in for the night again.
Nah, that's all right, man. Call, man. We don't do that.
All the callers and them have a safe night and tune in. It's Saturday on tomorrow.
Sunday.
And I thought this program was every night, but I was searching for this program and sometimes I ain't getting it. But now we give that schedule of how the program is run now.
Yeah, man. Bless.
All right.
Yeah, man. Caller, welcome. Caller. COP.
Yeah, Wall Street. Wall
Yeah.
Street and Uncle Tony, good night.
Same to you.
Sprang along with that tell the last caller, they partner you and your own with that. Yes, sprang along with that laugh and
No, but COP, listen to this, right? I tell people, you have a choice. It's PNM UNC. Plain talk, bad manners. Right?
Yeah.
You currently know what you're getting from the PNM. Right? If you still want to get that, if you like that, if you like suffering, you see in the country shortage of Forex. I mean, it's the biggest problems we have ever had in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. The Minister of Finance said, most amount of money, most amount of loans. It's like everything, biggest budget deficit. I mean, you could go on and on and on. And you know what I say, COP?
We benefit nothing from that.
COP, I rather take a chance with the other people and let's see that if they learn from 2010 to 2015, this will be an opportunity of a lifetime for that. And I believe that they understand that when this opportunity comes by, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree.
You're getting a second
Yes, I
chance
agree.
to make a first impression. I want to believe, and I fully believe, that this opportunity will be the resurrection of Trinidad and Tobago. That's my thing.
And you know, Wall Street and listeners, why is I listening? I just ask myself if some of these callers and them just really be honest to themselves, because we could clearly see Kamala Prasad Bisesa become prime minister for the first time in the history of Trinidad. She spent 5 years, and in that 5 years, I directed this to the last caller. In that 5 years, Kamala Prasad Bisesa stay in office. She pay off 80-something negotiation what the PNM was owing the workers and them. She pay out all that. She pay out all the back pay, everything. She raised minimum wage, disability grant, pension, everything. In 5 years, this lady. So now this last caller, see that for himself, what she was doing. She built 100 and something schools. She was building a child hospital in 5 years. This last call, I could see Dr. Rowley spend 10 years, going in 10 years. And what Kamala did in 5 years, Dr. Rowley will do 10% for this country. And you still saying you can't get Kamala next chance after all that she did in 5 years and become prime minister for the first time, a female woman. And you seeing the news saying, interviewing people on the streets and asking them how much lunch, how much, if it's 3 square meals a day. They say no, they have to skip lunch. Many of them saying that what Dr. Rowley did to enhance that problem and ensure that we don't have that problem, help people and them. Let me tell you something, Wall Street. You see that money, that $20,000 what they're giving pan people and thing over there? Dr. Rowley have a constitutional responsibility for wage negotiation every 3 years. He not settling negotiation with his constitutional responsibility, but they're taking money and giving the PAN organization, which is a private organization. What is the responsibility of Dr. Rowley? What is he supposed to be doing with the little money that he have? Giving private organization or uplifting his constitutional responsibility by paying the people and the money. The people them have a constitutional responsibility to get the money. Giving PAN players and them $20,000, that is not a constitutional responsibility, you know.
No.
That's probably an opportunity.
Election gimmick.
And Fally, you have a political penalty for doing what you did to Watson Duke. All you went in there with that arrangement. All you went in over there with a deal. All you went in there with love. You become chief secretary. And what you did with that insult to Fally, with Watson Duke, you have a price to pay for that. Take what I am telling you. You have a price to pay for that. It's election time coming up now. So you trying to fight Dr. Rowley. You fighting Dr. Rowley. Now what I give you 100% support. But you're supposed to be doing that 3 months after you went in office. Thank you, Wall Street.
Yeah, man. COP.
No, I take issue with that Fally Duke scenario that COP seems to be mentioning.
I take issue with it too. I agree with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Duke actually put himself in that predicament.
Correct. Go ahead, Tommy.
So as I say, I'm not blaming Fally.
Uncle Tommy, man.
Caller, hold on. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm not holding party responsible for Duke's behavior.
And I'm going to give you, I have inside information regarding that too. I just don't talk about it. Watson Duke is fully 100% responsible for what happened in that breakup between Farley and Watson Duke. Fully 100% responsible. Let's take this call. Go ahead, KFC.
I understand what shit. With carnage, with that statement with carnage make the worship, I watching them fellas and them. We say but Kamala Prasad because it's not the right choice right now. What is that say we don't pick our side and no worship. We say let's take rid of the PNM, you know. Yeah, man?
Yeah. You gotta pick a side.
Yeah. But Mr. Worship, I like the PNM good, you know.
The
They
real
have to
good.
suffer for 9 years. They say they get the voter base money. They
What do
say
you
they get
mean?
the parliament money, you know.
They're handing out EGs left, right, and center.
They come and give CPAP $2 at the voter base, URP $2. Israel political strategy, the PNM never have no worship.
Yep.
You as they don't worship, you know evil and wicked is, you know.
I know.
And you boy about Kamala, you know the solution.
Nah.
But we had to get rid of this evil, boy.
Yeah.
That's why I like Brooklyn for we war.
Yeah.
We was stink and nasty, political nasty. When we burn fire and evil. We gotta get rid of this PNM for this country to move forward. We can't go back that man there, boy.
Them had to sit down on the bench. Them had to do like the Belmont midfield and sit down on the bench. They had to sit down on the
When
bench.
they won, my friend he's saying something and he's saying something else. When we went stink and nasty, the PNM is the enemy. We gotta get rid of the evil. Mr. Watch your dialogue.
Listen to this.
I wrote to the Honorable Prime Minister. I want to remind, will you ask this fella wanna be Prime Minister? But leave me alone.
No. Member for Superior. Member for Superior. I'm on my legs.
Tommy.
Yep. She calls Stuart want to be Prime Minister.
I wrote to the Honorable Prime Minister. I want to remind, will you ask this fella wanna be Prime Minister? But leave me alone.
No. Member for Superior. Member for Superior. I'm on my legs.
I don't know how them does want to talk about Kamala Prasad as a fitness, you know. I mean, but anyway, here's what happened today.
In a major move, UNC leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar will meet several political parties and organizations. They include PEP, MND, OWTU, COP, HOPE, and PSA. The UNC confirmed it take place before the party resumes its screening for 5 seats.
That we are all very interested in getting rid of this government, wrecking our country. Everyone is suffering, and therefore we want to have a coalition of interests to see if we can work together for the better interests of all the citizens of our country. Persons here with me and others have expressed an interest to work together, and that's what the purpose of this meeting is about, because we're embarking into further screening, and I would really like to hear from my colleagues, their views as we go forward. So to meet, I think it is very important. Our country is very diversified. The demographics, in every regard, we have a unique country, and therefore if we could come together for that coalition of interests, those are the words I'm using, we retain our identities, but we work together for the benefit of the citizens.
So could we be looking at the possibility of some type of alliance with some of the other people represented here, maybe
Well, I think that
support the UNC, or they feel candidates that the UNC supports in certain areas?
As I say, when we have our discussions today, we've had discussions before, and therefore we have already identified common ground. We have a lot of common ground. Today we can further thrash those out, and we look forward to just removing this wicked government. The country is suffering.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Tommy, I have to be honest, and we should do. You see Philip Alexander? I don't trust that fella. I'm sorry. I don't trust him. And that fella will turn off a lot of people if he's going to be one of the front guys with the UNC. And why do I say that? Let me show you why I say that. Let me show you why I say that. Let me get you video. This is why I say that. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, KFC.
That was it. You saw my political leader talk. The people are suffering. And when Mr. Washington, the same trust for Alexander. But that your view. Being trust answer Roger and them. Because them having this mess here, you know. Them drag money, kill all over the place. They get rid of pay, they get this, they get that. So Curly was fine their ears. They get all refinery. They ain't get it. They not coming out now. Well, while mobilize the plan, man, we look for drag some boy man, can all over the place. And get rid of the evil. But Mr. Washington, Philip Alexander go. Yeah, you have support base, you have bigger base than Gary Griffith.
Nah. Sorry. Nah. He do have a bigger base than Gary Griffith. I'm sorry. The numbers don't show that. The numbers doesn't show that.
All right.
Yeah, the numbers don't show that.
Use the fast checking and use that panel.
The numbers doesn't show that. The numbers don't show that.
All right.
Bless.
But everybody will get trouble. Answer Roger. I watching that guy.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Hey, look, bless.
Yeah, caller.
Yes, you're quite right. Philip Alexander will turn off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because he was a part of the partnership before, and when and I don't know if you have any insight on what take place within that partnership, but he's a man when he can't get his way, he will destroy.
Mash up everything.
Right? He will mash up everything. But he's a kind of a grab for his way or the highway.
Dr. Mash up everything.
Yeah, and I mean, he just talk things with a lot of things, but this guy, you have a two side, boy. You have a two side about him.
Listen to this video. Listen to this video now. Listen to this video. Listen to this.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen to this. Folks, I have to tell all of the truth. We speak the truth here, you know. You all may not like it. We got to speak truth to power. This fella, which one is it? Is it borderline personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, or dissociative identity disorder? Is it DPD, HPD, or DID? Which one applies? Listen to this. Listen to this, folks.
So all of these politicians having all of these protest events against the government, turn on your light, take off your shirt, meet us from the savannah, meet us on the beach. All that's cool. But the message all they're sending to the public is this. That you already don't put country first. And you all can't unite. All of you. That means you think worse of each other than you think of the government. Think about it. You hate the PNM. You do all the protests in the world. But you hate each other more. And individually, all of you are too small. Collectively, you might make a difference. But you are telling the public all of those other politicians are to be avoided because you are avoiding them. So where you think
you hear what the man say? All of the other politicians are to be avoided.
Because you avoid.
So me say some, you know. All. Right? All. Boy,
Yep.
That fella.
You're going. Turn on your light, take off your shirt, and tell all let me pull the ego aside and put country first. Let me tell you something. I'm afraid to talk about the leader. The only politician in this country that is a real agent of change that could lead anything is Philip Edward Alexander.
Now think about that. The only leader. I mean, what has Philip Alexander ever won in Trinidad and Tobago? He win. This is some by election, right? Where I think that I think they beat the PNM in that one. What? Win what? Win what? And in my estimation, he threw Kamala Prasad Bissessa under the bus. Ms. Prasad Bissessa, watch this fella carefully here. Watch him carefully here. Is he BPD, HPD, or DID? All you know, we just speak truth to power here.
And I want to tell you, the best way to figure out who is the right person to lead, get all of the leaders of all the political parties, all of the wannabe prime ministers together on a stage.
All of the wannabe prime ministers. All the wannabe prime ministers. What does that mean?
He wants to be prime minister.
Let's debate.
Yeah. So anybody else is wannabe.
Last man standing. Whoever win, that's the leader. Follow the leader. If you're really doing this for country, that's the way forward. Think about it.
A few moments later.
I do a video before the little stunt in the savannah, and I said that of all the outside parties, I am the best agent of change. Griffith and his gal pal T-Bag went and make a video trying to pretend that somehow that also includes Kamala and the UNC and Rowley. And
Tommy, which one is it? Is it borderline personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, or dissociative identity disorder? One or the other. Let me continue. Then we only have a few minutes left.
The PNM. And the rest, I want to tell Griffith, listen, brother, you're following not enough to make a difference. But in case, just out of an abundance of caution, in case you convince one person, let me convince that one person tonight that Gary Griffith is a political misfire, a political con artist. All he have is a set of rubber words that is bouncing different directions depending on who he wants to frenzy and cozy with today, tomorrow. Gary will kiss you on your face and know exactly how he will stab you in your back tomorrow. That boy, listen. Kamala Prasad Bissessa is the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Philip Edward Alexander fully supports Kamala Prasad Bissessa as the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And of all the third parties, Philip Edward Alexander is the strongest agent of change. And that video was to get them to come and debate. But he afraid debate because you know why? If he come out to debate, you're going to hear him because until they write it down and rehearse it for him to read, he's nothing. Everything he telling all you about policing and fixing that, he read from other people's work. Gary Griffith is a political shit stain, a misfire, and a waste of time. I, Philip Edward Alexander, distance myself from any videos made by Gary Griffith and his girl pal T-Bag. And I want to tell you all again that I support Kamala Prasad Bissessa as the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and that will not change.
Folks, we're going to go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't forget, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes as well. We'll be right back. Second stay. In the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Robert says, Walt, I don't like that song. I find it's not a good confession. Death and life is in the power of the young. Power of the tongue, okay? Walt, we have to speak life, especially in this time like this. Oh, yeah, we just... Yes, Yopi. Yo.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
I mentioned the other day that the OWTU had to make themselves present with the UNC, and then I will get 100% support and give them that support. As long as I see them tonight in unity, I saying that was good. Philip Alexander said the worst about the PNM, and he said the worst about Kamala Prasad Bisesa. OWT Ansel Roger did the same thing. You see what happening now? Everybody realizing, oh, PNM is the problem. Kamala is the solution. So when people say PNM is the problem and UNC is not the solution, the people them who say the worst about the UNC, right now they're saying the best, showing the population that the UNC is the solution. Because why would you say something, you say the worst about somebody, and in the ending up, you realize, well, look,
but a COP
what we get from her in 5 years, and what we get now for 10 years, we have to forget the shame and go back and support her.
Yeah.
That's what happened there, Wall Street.
Yeah, but COP, I hear you, eh? But here's my problem, eh? Here's my problem. The day before, you was bad talking Kamala Prasad Bisesa, and then the day after, you come and make another video saying you wasn't bad talking she. Anytime. You see, what happens, COP? I said this, a liar has no memory. The man says something 24 hours before, 24 hours later, he changed his mind. How could you trust a person like that?
Yesterday was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday was yesterday. Now is the time I have to put on, but I tiptoe it right now, eh? Where I see the unity there, I tiptoe it right now.
I know nobody's okay, but COP, these are discussions we need to have.
Yes, and what I like professionally, you wasn't being a hypocrite, not to play the video.
Correct.
You understand? I like the professional part of the
right.
way you're bringing over there.
So I play.
If it was on the Mugabe station, they would have hide one.
Yeah, I showing you. Listen, you may disagree with me, and listen up, COP. We here, you know, we
Alexander not supposed to vex.
We can't vex. That's his words. That's his words.
That's the professional part of your program.
That's not me. No, so think about this. Why the PNM people vex? I went to the United States Embassy website and bring information that I didn't make it up, you know. That's what they say. They said that. So when you catch the Prime Minister with his hand in the cookie jar, it's based on what you get off of the US Embassy of Trinidad and Tobago website.
Well, say 20 years ago, Skippy tell the citizens and them, he said them PNM supporters and them, they're really knowledgeable much. And from then to now, I really believe that. So just leave them PNM people them out of it. Out of it. But that partnership, what I see over there, I urge all other organizations to go and join that organization, because that organization is what will take us out of this penalty. This penalty that Dr. Rowley are we facing for voting for he. Wall Street and Uncle Tony, 10 out of 10 on this program. And
yeah,
to
man.
all the listeners and callers and them, take 10 out of 10 too.
Bless.
Yeah.
Good, Keisha, good night. Caribbean so say Wall Street, they don't stick on the news, but you don't make a video on it. Yeah, listen, we tell all you, look, Tommy, you read this one. Read that fella. I started.
No, Wall Street, you are a dangerous man, and you tell lies.
I want PNM Fox to tell us
what the lies are that you've told.
What are the lies? What are the lies, PNM Fox? What are the lies? What are the lies? Listen, you guys, Tommy, we keep telling them, you know, we speak truth to power. And when we speak it, we bring it.
They have fear in their hearts.
They have fear in their hearts. Correct is right. fear in their heart. They have
They
fear
don't
in their
want
heart.
to hear the truth.
Yeah, you're right, you know. You know they don't want no truth, you know. Denise, good night. They don't want truth, you know. They want fiction. They don't want facts. Anyway, let me see what we have here. I think there was one voice note here I missed. Let me see if I could play this and then we get out of here. All right, let me see this here. Hold on.
Hi. Low Jack Gamble. All right, so the beat goes on. The beat goes on. There is truth and there is relevant truth. So I kicked the dog when I was 6 years old and break its foot. I'm 52 now. That is truth, you know. What is the relevance of that? What is the relevance of that? You see where I go. You see where I go. So it have plenty things Michael and the Mike people and them could come out and talk about. But do they have relevance? And one of the reasons why I ask that is because at times people could kind of try to make a mountain out of a molehill. Yeah. Make a mountain out of a molehill. Try to multitask here. You know? But a good indication for me is Saturday last. And I wouldn't forget that for a while, you know, because listening to the Michael and them, listening to the go along, come along host and them, but you could have figured that March, we'll see what we are, 1.5 million. It has about 1.4.99999 people because Rowley this, because Rowley that, because the government this, because government short that, and Heinz this, and Camille that, and oh gosh, the mudslingers now.
How long is this video?
But then look what ended up happening.
Huh?
And I tried to read all how into this thing and how, after all that has been said, all that has been done, all the energies that went into this thing, Saturday come out thing. Why, like they couldn't even get 2,000 people, boy. Over 1 million and something people, and how much percent are black people suffering, and how much percent are things tuitionist kind of quotations. And they still ain't getting message, you know. They still have not gotten the message. My suggestion is call our next bloody march. Call our next bloody march.
All right. Closing. Tommy, look how we answer the thing. That's how we answer. You see? You notice that?
Yep.
Right? When they just want to post things, you know, or what is it? Hold on, let me see something. What is this? Hold on, 1 minute, Tommy. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Tommy. Closing comments.
There's only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve, and that's the fear of failure. Again, there's only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve, and that is the fear of failure. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that which you desire. However, if you look at that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Like I always say, be safe out there. Love you all. See you on Sunday, God willing. Till then, walk good and a pleasant good night.
Thank you, Tommy. Frederick Douglass says, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and it never will. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them. And these will continue till they are resisted with either words or blows or with both. So there you have it. Let me go into the chat and see the closing comments. Mr. Intellectual says, it's sad when people cannot handle the truth. Closing comment, when people fail to educate themselves and their generation, they will always live in ignorance, which leads to a life depravity. Mean Gene, good night. Fox says, closing comment, Wall Street, you are a dangerous man and you tell lies. Okay. All right. Caribbean Soul says, I never liked Philip. I still don't like him. He only behind camera to make Gary Griffith jealous with his childish self. Okay. Denise, good night. Takesha, good night. John Budram, good night. Takesha says, imagine 4 people not living at my address. The voting slip keep coming. My aunt died almost 12 years, and she slipped and all keep coming. ABC and all need to get it together. Okay. Okay, I see Leon Adams says, Duke is a non-entity. In Tobago, he's in the political cemetery. Okay. I have one closing comment here, one closing quote. Let's see. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Worship. Good night, Uncle Tommy. What's up the program today? Until Sunday, meet again. Yeah, man?
Yeah, man. Full 100.
Good night to Caribbean Soul. Caribbean Soul, we were parang by. You stop saying what? We are parang for the year done now, by. Mr. Worship. One of the time to like on who we like. It's one of them, maybe we don't like, and it's the PNM. To get rid of this evil, wicked PNM. All forces come together to get rid of the evil. Mr. Worship, have a blessed night.
Bless.
Okay. So I get the other part of the program. It is a raffle or what? Take a chance. So you see where you're going, you see. Well, you're not here, so you ain't seen the roads were paved and thing, and people were getting water that didn't get water for eons of years. You're not here, so you won't see that. And they won't send that for you. And I won't do it. I won't do it because that's a waste of time. Because see, when your mind fix, sometimes it's only God could change it, not even you. Yeah. So you saying, you see where you're getting. You see where you're getting. So you want change. Well, it have plenty people. They are saying, they see what they got. They see what they got. And we still had the effects of it. We still had the effects of it. All now, so we could have had the OPVs and them and all kind of thing, and things could have been different. It could have been not as bad as it is. Quite possible. So much people before the courts and thing. Eh? One of them, up to now, we can't file the defense. But you won't talk about that. You won't talk about that. Google asks you about that. You skip that like Doris' daughter in the skipping rope competition. You understand? Or you're exposing your underwear, and that is not good for your health, eh?
Folks, we are out of here. See you guys Sunday. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later.
be on top. It's so lovely, so much for us to reach up there. Cost of moving up puts many men in fear, serious fear. You got to toil and fight with the devil, burning night oil. So reach the pinnacle, perseverance is sure way to break through. That is what you must do. When the tides are up, reach up. To succeed in this world, you got to go for gold. There will be no gain without pain. Only when you fight with all your might, you reach to higher heights. Perseverance makes it right. Every human, he can succeed once he's prepared to pay the price. Take life by the hand, hold it and make it nice, like sugar and spice. Dedicated, it's all you need to be rated, famous and happy. Stick to it, train your guns on the North Pole. All your dreams will unfold when the tides are up. Reach up to succeed in this world. You got to go for gold. There will be no gain without pain. Only when you fight with all your might, you will reach to higher height. Perseverance makes it right. Bear the pain, keep on going forward till everything is fine. Sweat won't go in vain. Success will come in time. Just on the grind. Determination will take you out of hell. Only strong man can come through the tunnel. If your mission is